Welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna give my outlook for December. Very important month. I believe we have great volatility ahead. I expect the same amount of volatility as we had in November, but I expect the same amount of volatility being packed in 20 days because we have Christmas coming on 24th and 25th, and I believe at that point we're gonna see some kind of a risk-off probably taking place, some profit taking maybe by Christmas or a few days before that. So I believe whatever volatility comes in is gonna be the next 22 days. So let's just jump straight in the charts. So the first thing which I want to look at is DXY. Overall, we are in a range scenario. So we came up at the highs, we took this liquidity from these equal highs, and we lost these levels from here. We had a weekly and a monthly. So if we take a look at the weekly, the previous weekly closed as a very bearish engulfing candle, so pretty much this move up most likely is gonna reverse into the equilibrium of this range. So if you measure from the low until the high, the 0.5 is coming around that Trump gap, so most likely it's gonna return back down to there. What this means is you're gonna have a bigger risk on, specifically for risk assets such as Nasdaq. So most likely Nasdaq is gonna take the lead in front of ES, and this is gonna transfer into the crypto world as well. So if you take a look even, let's say on some forex pair, if you take a look on Euro USD, so overall this is the mean reversion view up. So overall since the beginning of that range, so we obviously, if you just take a look at the chart, we're very clearly in the range between 1.048 and 1.11. so this is a very clean range, and a way to measure when the mean reversion can come in is using the VWAP bands. So for those that know me, know my settings. So yeah, if you take a look on the Euro USD, it came down into this low pack of the area, very sharp spike into the lows, coming into this daily level of support, and at the moment it's trying to, you know, reclaim that area and move into the mean reversion equilibrium. And from there we're gonna see what happens. So yeah, that's my thoughts for DXY and the euro. Coming into Nasdaq, very bullish trend, nothing to be worrying about. In terms of a monthly, look at the monthly candle from the previous month, nice bullish engulfing pushing candles, so I don't think this month is gonna go down. If you take a look on the weekly time frame, at the moment it's just slowly grinding higher and higher. If you look on the daily, if you look at this section over here, low, higher, low, higher, low, potential high low for a new high. This means new all-time high for Nasdaq in December. What does that mean, and what targets can we look, and how can we anticipate a move into a new all-time high? Just before I start explaining my thoughts about Nasdaq, if you want to learn more about me, check the bio. There's a link with my Discord, with my Telegram. You need real-time updates, you need real-time information. Speed is what's gonna win in life, so you need to be fast and act decisively, but to do that you need the right information at the right time. So if you take a look on the 4-hour time frame, pretty much you have a slow grind to the upside. However, let's take a look at the levels. These are my levels at the moment. If you take a look on the periodic volume profile, we have the weekly naked point of control coming at 20,643. We have an OT there as well, and also previous month equilibrium. So essentially this zone, we can anticipate a move for a new all-time high, essentially 21.6, 21.7. This is what I will be expecting in December to come. Of course, this long is not guaranteed. Maybe you just you know, jump from here, but I am prepared. If price comes down into this area, I'm gonna be looking for a long for a new all-time high. Next thing is gonna be Bitcoin. Essentially, a lot of people at the moment are being very bearish. I don't see a reason why it's bearish. We had since 2021 until 2024 3 years of ranging between 66 and 30. We just broke this. We're currently at 97. Daily trend is up. 8 hour is very bullish, 4 hour is very bullish. Makes no sense for anyone to call for a local top right now. Of course I did have a short from, my short was from 97, it was closed at 92. So during this area, during this drop, I had multiple shorts in the Discord called live. I traded this move down live, I traded this move up live as well. At the moment I'm flat, I don't have any positions at all. But what am I looking for, and what I think will happen? So if you take a look, simply these are my levels, right? So down here at 92 you have a daily and a monthly naked point of control. This comes from November. Then below that at 89 you do have a daily and also a weekly open, which was previous week open at the time. So you do have that round number as well, so be aware. You also have a pull low right below that, so in case price moves down sharply, because it has to be a sharp move down, because it's 8% move, I don't expect it to happen, but if it happens, be ready for that level. However, what are the nearest levels? Because at the moment we are too far from 90, everyone is expecting the lower while structure is being maintained exceptionally bullish. And my personal opinion, Bitcoin right now is setting up a move into the 105, 106 area. At 100k, you know, this move up was a test pump. I've spoken about this type of move. So essentially what this type of a move does is comes up, tests the supply, essentially bait some people into expecting this sell to be hit. But yeah, it comes up, tests the supply into the 99, takes the supply out and moves down to test the demand. The demand is hot and you move up again. Overall, when you have huge buy or sell walls, as an example, 100k, huge psychological level, right? Everyone thinks like it's super hard to beat 100k. My opinion, you're just gonna blast through it, to be honest with you. So yeah, be prepared for that. Don't short the next test, and once you come above 100 and 102, most likely you're gonna spike a bit higher. I'm not being very pessimistic at the moment. I'm being much more optimistic about Bitcoin than anything else, to be honest with you. I don't see a reason to be bearish at the moment. Yes, I did post a video on the 13th of November calling for correction. Of course, from 92 you dropped down to 86, so it was a good correction. 6-7%, we move up. Of course, at the moment where we stand at 97.7, I'm not being very bullish at this point, because at the moment if you enter into a long trade, where is your stop loss, right? So you want to see some kind of retrace before entering into a long position. In my personal opinion, there's a few zones which I'm interested in, because at the moment if you long where we stand, I don't think it's the most smartest thing you can do, because your stop can easily be taken out during the week ahead. Of course, I'm not saying it will be, I'm just saying it's a good possibility and it's not a very good risk to reward trade. I do expect higher, so we look for a position to get in. How do you look for a position? So if you take a look on the TPO chart, here we have a single print at 94, so this is definitely a point of interest for me. You can see here I have an alert, so if price comes into this level, I'm gonna be looking for a long position to take it for the new all-time high. Overall, next target for me by Christmas, 110, 120. We're gonna see how it develops, but overall at the moment I believe Bitcoin is preparing for another all-time high. As we stand, I don't see a reason to be bearish right now. I'm just saying, if you want to look for a long position, you have to look when price retraces. So yeah, 94, 92, 90, these are the three levels which I'm interested in. I don't see us going below 86, 85 at the moment. Why? Because everyone is expecting this. You know, everyone is waiting for these levels. Everyone is being sidelined right now. Yeah, I do expect December to be another green month for Bitcoin. If you take a look on the monthly time frame, just hide everything. There's nothing to be bearish about. This very strong candle, very strong monthly candle, very strong weekly candles. If this weekly closes like this, I don't see a reason to be bearish at all. I'm just looking for a continuation. Yes, you can be extended on the daily and the weekly, but this doesn't mean you look for a reversal, right? Because you can be extended for long periods of time. This is Bitcoin. Remember here it stayed extended for a very long time, right? From 12 until 60, you stayed extended for 4 or 5 months. I'm not saying this is gonna go on for 4 or 5 months. I do expect some risk off to come into the end of December or January. We're gonna see how it plays out, but at the moment I don't see a reason to go short on full margin. It's stupid at the moment. I don't see a logical reason to do that as we stand. Next thing is gonna be Ethereum. So Ethereum, as you guys know, I've been having longs since 2300, 2400, mentioned in the Telegram, in the Discord, everywhere, on my Twitter. This was a open manipulation, and everyone that shorted, everyone that was bearish at the moment, everyone that flipped on Ethereum, that's being shit, whatever. You guys are horrible at this craft called trading. So at the moment, Ethereum is preparing to come into the 5k area. In my personal opinion, we're gonna see all-time highs next year, not this one. In terms of levels, I do expect Ethereum to rise into this area in the next few weeks, then potentially come into for some kind of a pullback and then continue for the 5k. I do expect 5k to be taken next year, not this one. At the moment, it's just maintaining the trends on the 4-hour. If you take a look, first let's begin with the 8-hour actually. So the 8-hour coming to the bands, back test, move up, back test, move up. If you take a look on the 1-hour, it's even cleaner. So test the bands, move up, test the bands, move up, test, move up. So these bands with these higher lows into them, this is preparing for another impulse at the moment as we speak, in my personal opinion. If there's a pullback that comes in terms of levels, what am I looking for? So if this thing decides to dump quickly and moves below this weekly level, we do have daily and a monthly naked point control at 3,300. I have few alerts. I don't think we're going that low, but anything is possible. If we take a look at the OT from the low into the high, where the OT is coming in, it's coming right below that. So it is a possibility. I'm not saying it will. I'm just saying it is a possibility, right? Next thing, Solana. Solana came above the all-time high. SFP did, but at the moment it's kind of struggling, to be honest with you. Yes, it is maintaining that structure with, you know, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. It is maintaining it, but it's a bit struggling right now. Essentially, these highs here, I don't like them. If you take a look at these highs, unprotected, lots of liquidity above it. But yeah, what happened is you came above the all-time high, you moved back down, you kind of broke this structure, to be honest with you. Then you came into the local OT, back tested that pullback, SFP of that rejection of the high, and then you had another move down. However, if you ignore this type of price action, you continue to build these higher lows. So yes, this can be a higher low, but I would really like to see a stop into this area, move here and then move up. I do expect this to happen and I'm ready, and if it happens, I'm ready to pull the trigger and go long. Why? Because in this area you do have weekly naked point of control. 219 is the exact level of that weekly naked point of control. So this is definitely an interesting level for me. Next thing is Pepe. Pepe, what happened? You broke the all-time high. At the moment you're consolidating into this area. If you take a look at the market caps and whatever is pumping. So the current leaders are obviously Ship, Brett and Pepe, right? So Ship actually made a new high here. Brett made a new high and is taking the lead. So Pepe, I believe, is the laggard and should move up soon as well. Obviously, it depends on Doge as well. Doge, I do think that this thing is gonna move into this 57-cent area. I had an alert. It's still on the alert here at the value low. So if this thing decides to move down, test it, and move up again, I'm ready to go long. But see, this is the test pumps which I'm talking about. So obviously when you come into the you make a pump like this, you go, yeah, you take out the supply, you test the demand again, and then you continue after removing this demand, supply, but you maintain that structure, yeah. So you have a low, you have a high low, so there's nothing to be bearish about right now on Dogecoin. I don't see this market going down sharply. I do expect a good December, to be honest with you. We're gonna see what happens in terms of structure and levels, what you should be aware of. Let's say for Pepe, this type of balloon which can be formed. Let me just see. Okay, I had a nice fractal laid up here. I've lost it somewhere, so anyway, it doesn't matter. In terms of balloon, this thing can easily pull up the 20 billion market cap, so this thing can continue very sharply to the upside. Even right now it can just continue going like this. This can be the chart of Pepe. It is a possibility, so be aware of that. In terms of trends, I'm gonna say it again, as long as you maintain, let's say, the 4-hour. Actually, for Pepe, the best thing you can do, because there's a lot of volatility going on, you can simply look at this EMA for momentum, so the 13. You want to be maintaining the 13 for move up. Okay, so here, yes, you did lose the 13, but you came into local liquidity and also OT, so there was nothing to be worrying about. If you want to be a bit more zoomed out, of course you can monitor the 8-hour but there is no point for calling a stop. What you want to be doing is simply ride the trend until it's over. Once it's over, just get out. You're gonna outperform if you just sit, hold, and do nothing. You know, there's people that traded bonk when bonk was let me see, bonk I think on max. Yeah, there we go, on max. So yes, on the 8 hour, if you just maintain this type of a trend riding, instead of trying to go for tops, you could have ridden this from here until it lost the trend, so over here. So you could have ridden this for very, very long time and you could have booked like huge profits. So be aware of these type of trend following systems, which do work and they're very accurate, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's the update for December. I hope everyone has good trading. There's one more update, one more thing I want to mention. XRP. I want to speak about XRP, right? So XRP at the moment is coming into, let me see. XRP. I do have a chart on XRP which is very, very old. Yeah, there we go. Look for shorts at about 270, in my personal opinion. Look for shorts around this area, but this type of pumps, this is December of 2017, 2018. When did it top out? Christmas time. Christmas time it did top out. This top here happened in April, March of 2021, and I think we're coming into another scenario like this. So you want to be prepared for that. This thing can go down sharply in just a matter of a couple of weeks. It can drop down with 50-70%. I don't like XRP, so yeah, be aware of this level. I have multiple alerts here at 270. I'm ready to short this down to 0. Just kidding, it's not gonna go to 0, but you get my point. You can get like easily 40-50% move down from this. You just have to be patient. And yes, I did call don't look to try to call for end of trend, so it's gonna be wise to wait for a loss of the 4-hour trend bands. So yeah, be prepared for that. There's multiple signs for potential pullbacks on the market, but we're gonna see what happens. Wish you guys lucky December and all the best.